So, this is a warning. This podcast is of a adult nature. So, if you're concerned about the mention of alcohol, drugs, sex, rock and roll, and Marianne Faithful, then you may not want to stick around for this one. We're going all out in the Far East. Enjoy.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good twilight night. I am Marvio, last name Marvio. I'm joined today by
Chris, also last name Marvio.
and together we are the Marvio Bros. Yay! We're here to warp pipe through countries, double dash through games, and save you coin on your travel and gaming needs.
Hey.
Kermit Armsa.
Mm.
How are you today, boy?
Actually pretty good. I'm feeling a lot better now.
You
It's the
look,
last time we recorded the podcast.
oh yeah. Although I will have to be slightly honest, you do look a little bit low energy as well at the same time. Is it the post food eating?
I think it's because it's getting warmer and I didn't realize it. I got my hoodie on. I'm just like, I can't be asked to take it off, so I just got my fan blowing just behind me.
Right.
And it's also the food. I'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll eat more food to give me more energy.
Oh no, because then this also turns into post-food coma. If you start falling asleep remember you're leading this podcast, I think today for the next couple. Yeah, because we're talking about your trip.
Oh, so I'll just basically yapping again.
Yeah. Yes. Ah dear. However, what have you been gaming recently?
So, the first game I want to talk about that I've been gaming a lot recently with is Battlefield 6. I'm back. Why are you shaking your head?
I know.
Not like you're addicted to a so-and-so 3.
Shut up.
Yeah. That came out, I don't know how many years ago. Anyway.
It's still a good game. How
Yeah.
dare you? Actually, speaking of, sorry, we have to do a slight pause already. I might open the door and take my hoodie off. It's getting a little bit blistering hot. Also,
Yeah,
I think that's the reason why Max is scratching the back of my chair. Right, bear with.
If I check the weather and it says it's 23 degrees currently.
Right, I think I've solved 2 problems. 1, my heat, and 2, Maxie's scratching the back of the chair. As soon as I open the door, she bolted. Anyway, you were talking about the fantastic Battlefield 6.
Battlefield 6, it's a good game. It doesn't quite have the same atmosphere as Battlefield 4. Actually, you know what? No, that's a lie. It depends on who you play with. Because I'm playing solo, I don't have the communication between my friends.
Okay.
One of my friends said he would play it. So I said to him that I haven't played it recently. So I'll let you know, blah, blah, blah. And then it'll get on sale. It's on sale. Hint, if people want to play that game.
How much is it for and where is it? What platforms is it on? Do you know?
I don't know exactly the price because it can vary depending on what website you go on. But you're best off going on it's not called CD Keys anymore. It's called Loaded. There's King Gwyn, I think it is, and Eneba. Those are good websites to go for. If you want to get discounts on a lot of games, to be honest, because you get the keys.
Yeah.
You get like a product key.
Yeah.
Like, who's going realistically? If you want to go physical, you're going physical for older games, not really for newer games as much. Because where's the disc drive? Like, where's the disc drive in a lot of these?
I hate you. I've never hated so much in my life. That hurt my retro heart.
I think it'll hurt you even more if I say Nintendo are the worst for it. Because you get the SD card, plop it in, take it out, and then what do you have? You just have a useless SD card. Whoa. Yeah, I'm going to add that to my collection. Whoa. Or sometimes you'll open it and just say, oh yeah, here's your product key. Oh, yeah, thanks.
May the ghost of Iowata haunt you forever. How dare you?
Hey, he ain't haunting me for shit. He knows exactly. He's posted up right with me just going, yeah, that's some bullshit, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, Battlefield 6 is a really good game. I'd say so. Obviously, if you can, play with your friends. If you can't, play solo as well, because it is really good.
Or better yet, play with Christopher.
Yeah, or play with me. Just
yeah.
please, I need comms.
Please. The thing is, right, when you're in between projects, you could be streaming. What I said to Brittany then? What was I thinking?
And the craziest thing is I could actually stream because even my girlfriend is saying, why don't you stream?
Yeah.
Like you have, I don't realize it, but I have a personality somewhere deep in this vacant body of mine.
Wait,
or mind.
are you sure?
Yes. I am very sure. But yeah,
yes.
I really should stream. But it's a really good gameplay at the moment.
It'd be a good way to create your own community while also boosting ours. Well, also you can earn a bit of coin on the side.
Yeah, I can earn
yeah.
Wait, 50 quid a month. Anything is worth it though. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, well, you're in your room anyway. You got your stuff set up. You just need an actual camera.
Yeah, camera, and also
actually, you don't need a camera, but it does. I think it depends on what kind of persona you want to portray. Like me, I'm obviously quite animated and ridiculous, so I need a camera.
I think people like they might like my facial expressions more so than anything. So
to be fair, you have got the best facial expressions out of the two of us. There's sometimes it's just like, why aren't you into comedy, Christopher?
Yeah. I will actually look into it. I think the main thing I want to do is just have like a good backdrop. So have I don't want to put like the LED lights and shit.
Yeah, no, you ain't got
but it's just. Shit. Yeah, but it's just having an atmosphere in my room that isn't just my bed and then like the stack of clothes behind me and shit.
And then Maxie in the background randomly.
Yeah, just like like her paw just like slowly coming in front, like get the fuck out the way. Yeah. Unless you want to play Maxie, then yeah.
She does have this little knack of when you're into the groove of something, and obviously you've taken the attention away from her. She's just like, I do exist, and these little paws come out of nowhere. You're just like, get out of here, bitch.
Yeah. And she was quite vocal with you, and now she's getting a bit more vocal with me. She's like, and then she does it once. Like, what the fuck do you want? You've already been fed.
Yeah, I think she. It's the fact that she looks at you with such hope and love in her eyes, also disdain, and she's like, you're just like, I don't know what you want, woman.
Yeah. There is one more game, but do you want to do one of your games first?
No, you continue.
Okay. Well, this is related to the last part that we had, where I just yapped on about Tokyo, or Japan, I should say, rather. And it will be also related to this podcast and maybe
the next one.
Yeah, and the next one, part 3.
Yep.
Forza Horizon 6. Marvin, you've seen when you queried me on something or like asked me a question, and you've seen it on my screen. I don't think you've actually seen the cars. All you've seen is a pause screen.
Yeah. I've seen the pause screen in your face of disdain, just like, what do you want now?
I was just like, I just want to play my game.
And I just come walking, Christopher, I've got a question about the chicken.
Yeah, like, I got one more thing to ask. I'm
like, what fuck? Who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck about today's dinner? What do you want, woman?
Just screaming in the head. Forza Horizon 6 is the obviously 6th installment of the Forza Horizon games. Forza Horizon Motorsport was the original set of games that came out. I played 3 initially at my cousin's house, fell in love with it. Played 4 when Mama bought it for me. And it was I actually remembered that just now. I was just like, yeah, who bought me that? Oh yeah, Mom, because she got me a headset too. And it was fucking brilliant. I couldn't even use the headset for my Xbox, but I was just so happy to have it anyway.
Fair enough.
What was it, my Xbox? I'm trying on PC, but anyway. And then they made the Forza Horizon games. I played the first one when it came out. I believe, I can't remember who got me that. It might have been Dad who got me that, or Papa. And it's basically just, if you had the Forza Motorsport games, but it's set around a car festival. So there's music, the atmosphere. It's kind of like going to Glastonbury, or some more hyped one. Tomorrowland. It's like going to Tomorrowland, but there's cars racing around.
That's a good description, actually.
Yeah. But 2 was good. 3 was set in Australia, which was also good, and had like the Hot Wheels expansion pack was really good, but I never played it. The only ones I played were 1, 5, and 6. I think I played 4 a bit as well, which was set in the UK actually. Midlands or high Midlands to Scotland was Horizon 4.
See, that sounded really good when she said the word Midlands. I was just like, why Midlands? But to be fair, Silverstone is basically halfway towards the Midlands anyway. I know it's not the same kind of track, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the racing circuit goes northwards from, because where's Silverstone? Silverstone's halfway, but I think it's
between
just past Wiltshire and Oxfordshire.
Yeah, it's near Northampton, isn't it?
Northampton, that's it.
I think it's Northampton.
That's where I had the infamous, when I crashed into that flower bed. It's near Warwickshire. So people of Warwick service, I'm so sorry. I will explain that at another time, but not right now. It's just the shame of it.
Shame of it all.
The shame.
That's something when you told me, I was laughing for a while.
God, it's just the fact that it was dark, to be fair, and everywhere in that service station says exit. So I was like, okay, I'll go up this exit. Little did I know that I was there at the drive-through, the wrong end of the Starbucks, and then I was like, oh shit. And then the employee was looking at me going, what are you doing? And I had to reverse in panic. And I went over the flower bed. Almost hit one of those like trash can things and then just zoomed off. It just... Right, there's going to be a bit of a disclaimer for the Portugal one, because I have to talk about the incident that I had recently been through. But yeah, driving at night, be cautious.
Yes, be very cautious.
Any other? Oh, actually, I'm going to connect us to a game that we've both played recently.
Can I?
Oh yeah, one more. Go ahead.
I just got to finish. Forza Horizon 5 was set in Mexico, flat as a bitch. No one really played that. And then 6, which is set in Japan, and it is such a breath of fresh air. Ooh. I played Forza Horizon 5 for maybe a total of like 2 hours and quit that hoe. I was just like, yeah, no, this game's not doing it for me. 6 comes around, and I remember, Marvin, I said last year, Battlefield 6 coming out, Forza Horizon 6 coming out, GTA 6, it's going to be a good year for gaming for me.
Yeah.
And then Sonic Crossroads, and it is. Battlefield 6 is brilliant. Could be better in some aspects, but to be honest, like the way that the gaming space is, there's going to be transactions and everything. I think that's the only thing that's sort of like, but it's optional. You don't have to. And the thing that people would want to get from that is the guns and skins. Yeah. And you get both if you just put in the time and effort into playing the game without paying for anything. So it's calm. Like, I got the special edition, so I got like some bonuses and whatever. But honestly, I could have just gone for the regular package if I wasn't so fucking hyped up last year. But and Forza Horizon 6 is... I do pledge people, if you haven't played a racing game, give it a go, because I think you'll be more infatuated with... I mean, if you're going to be slamming into fucking walls and not driving properly, it doesn't really matter. It's taking in the environment by itself. It's just enough. Because from Forza Horizon 1 and 6, comparing them to, the atmospheres are very similar.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I do remember playing 5, because I got an Xbox One from a source, which I'd rather not name right now. And 5, I thought, actually, it's quite impressive. But again, like you, I spent like an hour or so on it. I was like, it looks nice, but it's just not really grabbing me. So maybe I have to play 6. Actually, this is a question for you. Would you buy one of those driving air and wheels? The ones that feel like you're actually in the car cockpit. Is it a cockpit? It's not a cockpit. It's actually just a car.
It's just a driver's seat.
Driver's seat. It's a cockpit. It's a cockpit if you got a Vauxhall Insignia. Just saying.
Yeah.
Not that I'm saying I got a new car.
Yeah. I would. And the thing is, I thought about it, because you can just get one that attaches to your desk. And just have like the wheel, and then just have like the gear shift and the foot pedals underneath. But again, girlfriend was saying, when you get your own space, or I feel like when she said that, she said we, and then it's like, the Bugs Bunny communism meme, where it's just like his hands down, he's just like, It's almost just like us, and it's like Bugs Bunny going, "We."
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. When we get our own
Mm.
place, start looking for a space, and you have like your own setup, why don't you get a drive-in? I was just like, shit, that's a
She's
good
getting better and
idea.
better each time you
Yeah.
speak about it. I'm just like, get in there, girlfriend. When
I'm
you
just
said
like, what
girlfriend first time, I thought you called me girlfriend. I was like, wait a minute, I know I'm gay, but
girl?
let's not be girlfriend.
Yeah. No, because that would be a good addition. It's just that it can cost quite a lot. It depends on what setup you want to go for. With the seats, Marvin,
Yeah.
if you just want the seat by itself and make it a bit adjustable, I think seats can cost maybe like what you might be able to go off a marketplace for like maybe 100, maybe a bit less.
Mm.
Oh, sorry, my headphones disconnected. But above that, it might be like 150, £200 for a seat. And if you want a decent, comfy seat,
Mm.
and then the steering wheel, a handbrake, depending on what handbrake you want. If you want it rally style, drift style, gear shift, pedals. It just gets a bit crazy.
I would only advise, if you are going to get that whole setup, is to maybe look to see if there's like a rental service. And see if you can, or somewhere that says you can trial it for a couple of weeks, and then see if you want to purchase something like that, because that is quite an investment. I bought a gamer's chair, and unfortunately, I moved it from Manchester's down here, moved it into several different rooms, and now it's broken, unfortunately. I can't remember what happened, but one day I just sat back and I was like,
Yeah.
it was like a comedy
was it that
effect.
blue one? Was it
The blue one? It's
Yeah.
like you could have literally just put Melissa McCarthy in it and it would have been a comedy sketch. But yeah, I'm a little bit distraught. But our friend McFooty, that's Tash out there, she bought one, and she bought one from Amazon. It's like £110, and it's basically the same setup as, like, I can't remember the make of the one that I got, but my friend, well, I say my associate Dottie, Maxie, out of there. What are you meant to be outside? Ugh. No, when she's excited. I think it's because this is also linked to today's podcast. I got a lovely green matcha latte made with cow's milk, and I've literally got the only cat that is not lactose intolerant. She's yawning. Get out. Anyway, what have I been gaming? The thing I say that we've played, and also it's part of my update, is we played Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Yeah,
yes.
And Marvin, I remember you saying something specific. You'll probably say it anyway.
Yeah, we've now got DLC at long friggin' last. Yay! Along with the cast of 15 characters, we now have the addition of Cyclops from the X-Men, and I'm waiting for the boy to put his headphones back. And the Thing from the Fantastic Four, which I felt like was the two. No, actually, Cyclops has been the most requested from the fans, because Cyclops is always requested. Because you always have the staples. You always have Wolverine and Storm, and you have to have Cyclops. Even though in the comic fandom he's a bit divisive, but as in terms of a fighting character, he's fantastic to have. And his special looks great. The Thing might be the most overpowered person there, considering you also got Silver Samurai, Silver Surfer. There is a character called Silver Samurai. And who's the other one? Like Nova and other people that are also overpowered, but when you play them, you're a bit like, not that overpowered. But yeah, they are available. They were available from earlier this week, and it's only $3.59 or $3.79 for the pack of 2 characters. Well, actually, I think it's actually quite reasonable. But I'm hoping to do another DLC pack where they further the story a bit more, or maybe add a few more levels and a few more characters. I wouldn't mind if they added, like Daredevil, the Punisher. What else I kind of want in there? Maybe some more obscure characters. We've already got Ghost Rider. Elektra would be cool. And so we've got to have the all usual Scarlet Witch. Yeah. I think those are my top 4. Yeah, she'd be OP, but I think we've already got the Phoenix in there. Not just Jean Grey, but Phoenix. They can keep expanding this roster as much as they want. However, I don't want it to end up turning to be like Marvel Rivals, where you're expecting the character every other minute. And the design's a little bit like, nah. Actually, Have you been playing Marvel Rivals at all? Or have you is that by the wayside?
I kind of defected from that game because no one else really plays it, so I'm just like...
Again, if someone wants to play with my little brother, please DM us. I'm tempted to get into it because now that I've seen that Rogue and Gambit are in there, I might hop along now. But I also see Emma Frost, but I'm still a bit pissed off about her design. Apparently, there's one design that actually looks like something she would actually wear now.
Yeah. Oh, do you know who else is coming to Marvel Rivals? Cyclops.
Yes, I heard about that. I actually saw the meme of like this Jean and Wolverine like smooching up together, and also it's like Cyclops has entered the arena, and she's just like, "Bitch, move out the way," pushing everyone out the way. She's like, "Sky."
I thought you were gonna say they're like smooching because and then it shows like his trailer because in his trailer he rips off his visor and he just fucking. So I would have assumed that they would have been smooching. And he just like rages like ah.
So other games I've been playing, obviously Splatoon 3. Yeah, I know.
Solid shooter.
Solid shooter though. I played Tekken 8 again.
I saw that actually briefly.
Again, it's one of those games that I like playing. However, I can't play it for too long because it starts to get me mad after certain points. But I'm also a little bit concerned about the developers and the high-end fan base, because they're all complaining about certain mechanics in there. I'm not just a casual player. I just like the fact that you can have one set up and it's got all the moves already set up for you, or you can just button bash on your heart's content and switch between the two, which I'm happy for. It's just the fact that, you got all these high-level players going, oh, you got this and this, you can't do that, and then this kills the frame rate. I'm just like, look, bitch. Just be grateful you've even got any characters. Although that's what I'm concerned about, is the fact that we have to pay for characters. I just like the fact you could unlock them at some point. But that was back in my yesteryears, I know. What else have I been playing? Oh, right. I have been playing something a little bit different, which is Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle. So they bundled a whole bunch of games. I can't remember what they are at the moment. One of them's Final Fight. The other one, which I've been enjoying, which also pissed me off at the same time, was Captain Commando. Who, for some of you might recognize from the Marvel vs. Capcom series, but the game itself, right, if you ever want to challenge yourself, go play the old 80s and 90s beat 'em up games. They haven't changed them from when they were in the arcade. You will be immensely pissed off by the time you get to like round 3 or the third level. You're like, oh, these people had it hard back then. Real hard.
I love the sprite work though.
Yeah, I do like sprite. I also like the music.
What the fuck? What in the hell is that? I'm looking at the beat 'em up bundle on Capcom, and there's like a really skinny guy. That's a character. He's wearing like a red and white suit. He is thick thin. Holy shit. He's a character that you can play as well. Damn. What can he do? Just blow people up or something? Because he's for sure ain't fighting unless he's got some superpowers. Yeah,
he'd be one of those like more magical base ones, or he's got some form of tech. That was also the designs and some of the animations you couldn't get away with today. We were playing, was it The Punisher the other day on the Marvel pack? And at one point, you can punch or shoot a car, and inside the car is the actual driver, and all you see is like skin and bone from where they've been blown up.
Oh yeah, I remember you playing that. I was like, what
the frig?
He couldn't even escape. He's just in the car, just seeing his shit get rocked. Imagine if that was like Street Fighter as well. You just park your car, and then Ryu and Ken just come and rock your shit. You're like, bro, engine goes.
Oh, I was just sat here. I was trying to reverse parallel park, and you just come over here, trying to leave lightning like. You're like, wait a minute. Actually, it is the YouTube channel. What they called? They always do pixel artwork, and they always take the P out of everything. And they always do a lot of Pikachu and Pokemon stuff.
No, I can't remember.
Oh,
you know about Dorkly, are you?
Dorkly, that's it. As the fact they've got one of their sketches, like someone said, it would be fine to leave my car here on the pier. There's no other else parts here, but it should be okay. And then come back, everyone's rotting the car to shit. And, The person's just gone, what the fuck? What happened to my car?
I think that's my favorite reaction is when someone comes back to something. They're like, it'll be right.
Yeah.
And you come back to it and your shit is just gone.
Gone.
Like, what are you meant to do? I always keep thinking about when I watch the Marvel films as well. And they've like torn the fucking sea up, cars are flying everywhere. Imagine you just come off a shift, you're building the air fucking blown up because you're lucky. You come out, you click the keys to your car.
Yeah.
I can't hear it.
Yeah.
Normally I can identify in the car park. It's gone. So, and then you're walking home and then you accidentally click again and you hear ding, ding. And it's just like this little ball of metal in the corner.
And you can hear the battery just dying.
I know Hulk handled that bitch, man.
Yeah. You're just thinking, please tell me that it's for that, through that. At least it was used for an actual necessary battle techniques. Right. So that's what I've been playing lately. What else have I been playing? Oh, also, I'm still on Tears of the Kingdom. I love the game. However, it is too big. It's one of those games that, I know some people that have been playing it for ages and that's the only thing they play, but because I don't play as much as I used to, and I also like to divvy out my time, I just can't compete. I've probably got two of the champions with me. I'm not going to say which two because I don't want to ruin the game for anyone. Spoilers free. But yeah, it's a lot. So I might give it a little bit of rest and I might power into one of my other indie games. There is one I'm eyeing up, which is called Cat Quest 3, which is, as you can tell, about a cat on a quest. It's all the old medieval times, but it's just basically full of cat puns and stupid combat. I love it. I like the first one. The second one was good. However, they put dogs in it. I was like, get dirty, filthy dogs out of my cat quest. But I understand why they did. They also gave it a good backstory as to why the cats and dogs are at war with each other, but they're also not. So, going on to the next section. Games coming out this year. No, I've just noted a few. I say a few. I've actually got 2.5 pages.
What?
Right.
Research.
I don't know. I did research. So these are all stuff that has actually dropped recently. So I'll try and go through them quickly. Splatoon Raiders, their first single player adventure, because all the other ones have been online shooters, comes out in July 23rd on Switch 2. More details will come out eventually. There's another game called Killer Bean. It basically looks like an M&M. Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it looks like it's been taken over by Max Payne.
I cannot tell you how many times I used to watch the original video that came out. Because what it was initially was like an animation that was on YouTube. And the person that showed me that was Cousin E and Cousin T. But Cousin E, man.
Oh dear.
I implore you, Marvin, to watch Killer Bean before you even play that game. It's like one of those, it's like a pop cultural thing where it's just like, it's such a ridiculous idea. It's just so, not even infamous, it's famous. It's not famous for the wrong reasons. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just hard to explain. It's just the concept. It's just so fucking wild. You're like, why are there beans just killing each other? And there's like, I think they're all meant to be coffee beans.
Coffee beans? Yeah.
Yeah, but why would they not have like kidney beans and different types of, they're all just coffee beans. It's such a ridiculous concept. Watch it. Please watch it.
Okay, I will watch it. That'll be next on my list. Right. Also, we've now got, Nintendo dropped this, I think it was last week or the week before. Star Fox is back. Yay! It's coming out on June 25th for Switch 2 only. They basically remade Star Fox 64, but they proper remade it, apparently. None of this half shit and just recoat it with a paint. They've actually redone it properly. This hopefully isn't going to be another Star Fox Zero, because that was just disappointing. I still remember when the let's call him Potato Head because that's what we called him, said, oh yeah, I thought you would like this game. I was like, I would have, but you need to have the Wii U pad in front of your face for it to be effective. So you basically got all this intergalactic gameplay going on with the stellar graphics going on, but you need to have a Wii pad in front of your face so you can't even see what's going on.
That's crazy. Wait, what game was this for again, sorry?
That was for Star Fox Zero. That was on the Wii U.
Oh god. Yeah.
And the controls there was no switching of the controls. You had to have the merchant controls because Nintendo. Because we've done it the way we want, and you have to do it the way we want. Okay, don't argue.
Our way or no way.
Yeah, our way or no way, or get out, or go speak to Sony. I say Nintendo was just like, no, we're going to create our own competition. They already did that with the Sony PlayStation. Right, we've got a few more. This might be more for you. Another one dropping in June is NBA The Run. That's coming out in June. That's another, obviously, NBA. We also got EA Sports UFC. Apparently these are both games that don't come out on an annual basis, so they might have actually put some work into them. EA might actually be doing the thing they should have been doing from like the 90s, which is, producing good games, not churn them out. We've also got Final Fantasy Rebirth, now being released on Xbox and Switch 2 on June 3rd. On June 3rd, my lovely, because I'm from Bristol, apparently, my dear. Which is cool because I hadn't realised that they were all PlayStation exclusive, but they've put so much effort into them and they didn't sell as well on the PlayStation as they thought it was going to. I think exclusivity is kind of dying on its head because we don't need it anymore. Next one, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, which is a very good title, I've got to say. July the 9th, it's going to be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox and PC. I'm actually dying to play that one, and actually that might be one I might play on the PC. I'm trying to get myself to play it on my frigging gaming PC, but it's just not making me. I just got no need to.
It's the, you have a PS5, but it's also the fact that in gaming news, just especially just how broken the fucking RAM market is right now.
Yeah. So
RAM that we could have bought maybe last year or maybe a while back.
I should have bought it when you said, "Oh yeah, it's only like £12." I was like, oh, "Yeah, sure, Chris, I can add it to my account." Next one, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. So all the later games, released August 27th. Again, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. There's also, I always bring this up every podcast, so it's at least one point, Marvel Token, August 6th, that's only PlayStation 5 and PC. That looks fantastic. That's basically made by Arc System, who also do the
Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters, and they've also got an Avatar, that's, Aang and the gang.
Yeah, that game is good. I like the animation in it.
We've also got Control Resonant, which is from the Control franchise, released in the summer, PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC. And breathe. Right.
My friend said that game is meant to be really good Control. The first one he played, he said it was really good.
It is good. It's like, it's a little bit creepy. You don't know what's going on, but also there's stuff missing from the story, which makes you want to play a bit further and maybe replay some sections just in case you missed anything and creep yourself out. Now, I've done a little bit of research on some games that have come out if you are on cheat mode. So, whenever I say in the intro, we're here to save you some coin, this might actually be the point where we're actually trying to save you some coin. But I will put this on our social media along with some pictures from related to today's podcast and the next podcast as well, provided by the boy. So we've got Subnautica, and these are all on the Switch, eShop, Nintendo eShop. These are under £20. So, and these are all mostly for the bank holiday. So I'll try and put these up ASAP so people have a bit of a chance to purchase them if you've got the time and the money. So you've got Subnautica, £6.49. Batman, the collection, I think that's the original trilogy, that's £16.49. Hogwarts Legacy, £8.99. Oh, sorry, these are all in the British pound. You'll have to go onto your own region to find out but I think it's a whole worldwide. Actually, it might just be a UK one because we're the only ones with a bank holiday. But check your region just in case, or just use your VPN, or just log into your other country profile to get some of these deals. The Devil May Cry games are all $3.99 each. Burnout Paradise Remastered, $4.99.
People still playing that bitch?
Yeah. If the more that you buy, the more people might go, oh, actually, they like Burnout still. Blasphemous, which is like, I think it's like a roguelike one, which is a little bit touchy on the whole religious thing, and also being a little bit gory. Blasphemous 1 and 2, these are without the DLC packages. They are $9.99. Moving Out 2, which is $8.49. Little Nightmares 2, very good game. £8.24. Most of these end on Sunday. However, I think Blasphemous is on to the 14th of June, and Little Nightmares is on to the 4th of June. And breathe. Right.
Again, what I would say for this section coming from me is have a look at Loaded. Literally just Loaded, like Loaded Fries. Their website is just stacked with a lot of good deals, and they even have Nintendo. They have PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and also have gift cards as well if you want to buy some. I think you might be able to get like a slight discount on gift cards, so like that's including like Call of Duty points if you really want to fucking sell your life away. Apex Legend coins if you really want to sell your life away. Halo Infinite credits, sell your life away. Any like points that you really want to, if you want to become what do they call it? Was it a cash cow? We just spend money on games. If you want to, invest in your EA FC team or buy the newest skin, that will probably be like SpongeBob and Call of Duty. Go over to that website and they have good deals as well. Like Final Fantasy X and X2, what I've just seen on Steam, is £8, which I might actually buy today.
Jean Poubelle, as they say in France. One last thing on what's going on in the world. In London, we have another Nintendo pop-up store. It's in Tottenham Court Road, Argos. They seem to actually have a bit more of a section, unlike the one that's in Westfield. I think this is a follow-on from the one that was in Westfield in Shepherd's Bush. It's on until it just says late 2025. I don't think that's correct. For the next few months, it's been open since April 2026. Wait, why has it got no end date? Basically, go now. I do wonder why it's in Argos, but I think Argos might need a little bit of help there. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Right, so I'm going to have to hand over the reins to the boy. We're going to continue from Japan Part 1. Take away the boy.
So, our people, our brothers out there who are hopping alongside us in, I don't know, whatever land we are in, as the Marvio Bros. I need to have a quick recap on what you last remember me saying about Japan. Yeah. Do you remember, Marvin? I'm asking you specifically.
So I was looking at my phone. It's because my take your pills reminder came up. I'm an old man, people. I'm 84. So you were talking about the actual flight, booking, but we hadn't actually landed. Well, actually, we had landed in Japan, but you hadn't said what you've actually done.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
That's where we got to. So you can start from day one, bitch. This is day one patch. Let's go.
So we touched down. Oh, did I explain coming into Japan about them? The toilet and everything.
Yeah, the toilet situation. Cool. We're all done. So listen to part 1 and then come back for part 2. Actually, I will have to say, before you start, did you have any issues being of a chocolate variety in Japan?
No, I actually didn't. I had a very good experience. I think it's less tied to your color and more so color/race, and more so more so your attitude towards the people. Because if you're respectful, like, okay, so I explained from day one. We touched down. Okay, so boom. Like every American. Okay, so boom. I touched down, right?
Yeah.
Touchdown in...
which yard line?
I touched down in Osaka.
Right.
No, not Osaka, Nagoya. From Nagoya, we had to get 2 trains. So we had to get the Or was it 3? It might have been 2 or 3, but we touched down. We had to get a local train.
Yeah.
I will say the navigation, it can be a bit difficult. They are well labeled, but it's sometimes like the arrows will just go like, yeah, you have to go this way, or you have to like turn back on yourself or something. You're like, well, there's no lift or anything. So what am I turning around back to? Well, it just depends on also where you're going. You just have to be very vigilant when you're traveling.
Yeah.
So I just hear stack. So I've got to charge my phone as well. There is the navigation around the trains and the buses is, I'd say, it's quite similar to the UK. It's a bit more uniform in the fact that the trains are rarely late.
Yeah.
Whereas in the UK, you're just like expecting it. So, and also the buses as well. In fact, a fun fact actually, if you are late to work and it isn't your fault, say like the train got delayed, you have to. You can bring in a note, it's kind of like a sick note to say, this is the reason why I was late, so and so. And if they match it up to an event that might happen, so like the train and like fucking derailed or something, or just like 2 minutes late.
My train derailed. I was 5 minutes late. I'm so sorry. Yep.
Then they will believe you. I can't remember what I don't think it's any perks, but it's just kind of like, okay, we understand, blah, blah, blah. And they won't give you any hard rep for it. But they don't blame it on you. They will blame it on the services. Like what can you do, you know?
But I have also heard, like, living and working in Japan is a little bit different because everyone, like, fantasizes about Japan and saying, oh, it'll be perfect, you'll just live the perfect life. But then you just see a lot of miserable, dead inside people leaving 3 hours before they're meant to start work. And I'm just like,
I'm telling you, I didn't see it really firsthand. I saw a couple of people like, because on the trains you have to also be silent or just be very, very quiet. You don't get the opportunity on the UK trains to really talk because they're just loud as fuck anyway. Especially the underground if you're in London. No, specifically the underground. Maybe some overhead trains, but specifically the underground. If you're traveling by there, you cannot speak to anyone. You're like, yeah, okay, so we're going here. What? What? You can't hear a fucking lick of sense what the next person's saying to you, especially if the windows are open. And then if the train is going around the corner, like, anyway, enough about the underground. The trains are, everyone is very uniform. Everyone is very respectful. The only reason why they'll treat you differently is literally because of your attitude. Like when again, recapping, so land, touchdown, Nagoya, get in the train, bearing in mind this is after quite a lot of flying and also my condition, I'm just kind of like, and this is at a time where I was fucked up. My stomach was just cooked. It's a lot better now, people. I'm on meds, just like my fellow brother. Just not as many.
He's 69 years old, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, the meds are really sorted me out, so it's good news, people. But at the time, I didn't have the meds, so I just had to be very careful and very vigilant in the toilets, and just also very aware. That's another thing as well. So, oh, look at Maxie.
Yeah. I picked her up. She was literally clinging to the rug. I was like, come on, Maxie. Her face. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
we've got 3 seconds left. I can feel it.
That death. Oh my. Yeah. As I say, yeah, it depends on your attitude because even on the way to Nagoya, just getting on the flights, people, if you just talk to people, honestly, people, if you're a bit of like an introvert, I do implore you to, if someone compliments you, just try and speak to them because you never know what could happen. Like you could make a best friend or whatever, or you know, that could be a partner for life.
Yeah.
But obviously, if you can't, then you know, I'm just saying if you can. But just getting to know people, because I do realize now that if I get talking to someone, I can chat a lot. Even now, I'm just yapping away. But if you just talk to people, and like I spoke to this guy on the flight there. He was like, oh yeah, where are you going? Blah, 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 blah. He was explaining all his plans and explaining mine. He's like, whoa, that's crazy. We'll see if we can link up. We never did, but that's another opportunity. If I was on my own,
the thought was there.
Yeah, the thought was there. But if I was there on my own, got off the flight, I would have just tried to get contact details or anything from him, like an Instagram or whatever. And he could just go around on a little adventure like that. But I was traveling with my friends. So, you know, it's like That's not my main priority. Sorry. And then there was another guy who was visiting from. No, he was coming back from the UK. He knew about Reading because he had actually been there, which is kind of crazy to me. But I think it was because it's through football. Because I think he stayed somewhere else, stayed in Reading for a bit, I think, and then we were just talking about football.
Wait, what was he doing about? Right, I know Reading has a football team, but we're not the best of football teams. The last time I went to a football match, we went with a charity, and they said, "Oh, try and guess the score." And I was like, "I'm a bit sad. I go a little bit nerd when it comes to football." It was Reading versus Doncaster, and they're both of a similar ilk. And I said it's gonna be 1-1. And everyone's looking at me like, how do you even predict that? You don't know anything about football. Shut up, you stupid bitch. Slap. Yeah. No one slapped me. But I got the score. I was just like, yeah, that's what their ratio is at the moment, because they just seem to score 1 goal each. So I just went 1 equals 1 equals, 1. Yeah, that's how it goes. What is he? I want to find out what this guy's. Where is he? Did you get his phone number? Did you pick up?
I can't remember his name, but I can't even remember the first player's name. I can't remember his name. I think the first guy's name began with D, and the last guy's name began with something. I can't remember, but they were both nice people to talk to. And then even on the trains, when I was just sat there, like just holding it together so I don't absolutely shit myself on the train. A guy that was next to me, he was literally just stood there about my age, maybe a bit younger. He was just typing on his phone. I wasn't really paying any attention. I was just looking just down at my case, just trying to focus. And then he showed me his phone. I was like, oh. And it said, is this your first time here? And we were just having a conversation on his phone. Because obviously you can't talk, translation issues as well. But I said, yeah, first time, never been. He said, is it for business or vacation? I was like, vacation, man. He said, I hope you really enjoy it. And then
that's nice.
He took his phone back, and then he like, thumbs up. It's just...
was the last message, help me, please, take me back with you? Don't blink, but just blink twice if yes, blink once, I will be a drug mule.
Yeah, cough once, cough twice if you need help. He's coughing like 5 times. I'm not sure if I can help you, buddy. I ain't got enough money for I do not have the facilities to help you.
Yeah. Your girlfriend's going, what the fuck are you two talking about? Leave my boyfriend alone, you weirdo.
But so it was me, my girlfriend, and 2 of my friends. We traveled out there, going direct, but via a different country. So then, going on a train, fairly easy, but getting on the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train.
Oh, yes.
The bullet train, it is the system that they use over there. It's kind of like an Oyster card system. I have the card here still. I just can't find my wallet. It doesn't matter. But it's kind of like an Oyster card, and you just like scan on, or you put money into your account. They want like 5,000 yen. And that's also another point I will just point out now before I forget. Travel is fairly cheap. Besides the Shinkansen.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, but it's not like super expensive. It's not like getting a train here, Marvin, like where you go from Reading to Manchester and it costs you a fucking arm and a leg and also the D to your house. It'll just cost you maybe like a fingernail in comparison.
Oh, no, because remember I went to London, it cost me £70.
It's a joke. It's a joke. Like that could probably get you to the airport and to Osaka, which was the first location that we went to, or first place that we stayed, probably twice. So they're back. So I think it was like it might have been 50 quid. I had to see what the conversion rate was like for the Shinkansen, but
that's for the fast train. That's what makes it even worse.
Yeah, and it's seamless. I really love them trains because it's so fast and so seamless. It doesn't even feel like you're on a train. It feels like you just sat at home. The motherfucker just glides. It feels like it's on like it's hovering above the tracks. So it's like in like futuristic films where they just go vroom, vroom. That's what it felt like. But yeah, paying for the Shinkansen, you have to buy the Shinkansen ticket, but then you also on top of that have to buy you have to also pay with your Oyster card. It's called an IC card. That's the one I got. But there's like 3 different companies, depending on what region you're in or how much you want to cover.
Yeah,
for some reason.
fair dues.
You have to go like to. We had to ask people at the ticket station. You just go up to a cash machine similar to the IC card.
Yeah.
But you have to put in how much you want to pay. Or you pick a time. Whether you're having reserved seats or not, it is recommended to get reserved seats.
Oh.
With luggage if you're lugging around stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you get the service. Oh, and another point, which I probably won't mention again. If you are staying in hotels and you go from hotel to hotel, there's a transport service for your luggage.
Oh.
So you can pay a certain amount. They'll get your luggage there before you even get there. So say you're traveling by train, your luggage will already be there in the lobby, and then you just take it up to your room and stuff, which is really handy. And it's also worth when you're coming back as well, because I think you can get it to the airport as well.
Unless your luggage is broken and you're just like, wait a minute, my knickers, condoms all hanging out.
Just flying everywhere.
Just flying. Is this yours, Mr. Lowe? You're like...
Just the condoms, nothing else. I don't know how this.
Condoms are like a really random item.
Yes,
like,
beats me, man.
You're just like,
yeah.
What are you
I'm not
doing?
sure what that G-strings.
Yeah.
What was that G-string in my shit, bro?
I told my girlfriend not to pack her stuff in my bag.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
cool. Imagine that service in the UK though. That would not. No.
That shit will not fly because you have to pick. You have to pick a time. Well, it's kind of similar to here, Marvin, as well. You pick a time, reserve seats.
Yeah.
You pick where you have to seat yourself. But I say the system here is a lot easier.
Yeah.
The system there, because you have to translate it, and because you don't know the system isn't as seamless. It just seems a bit.
Sorry, I've got Maxie in my ear as well. What do you want? Oh, right. I've just realised the time. It's 5:45.
She can wait.
Yeah. Shut up.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, the way you order your tickets is quite similar to like Trainline or GWR or whatever service you're using.
Cool.
But the interface is a bit different when you're on the machines.
Cool.
The way you book it is a bit odd as well. You can ask for help and then someone will come around and, assist you.
Yeah.
You have to get like...
go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, you have to get the tickets, put them in to the slot where the gates are, and then you're pretty much good to go. But you have to catch your train.
Oh.
You cannot miss it. Like, that's the main thing. So you can book whatever time, just make sure you're fucking there. Otherwise, you have to get another ticket and you're cooked. So.
Oh, but that's just like most places, because I had that in the UK, because unfortunately I had an incident with a car and I had to buy my train tickets to go to Cardiff. And I said to the person, can I just swap this to go on another train? And for me to go on another train would have cost me £35. It's just like, I'm going to have to stay in the waiting room for another hour, charging my stuff up and pay £35 just to get there. What? The thing is, the train was an hour earlier, but I would have only gotten there 40 minutes before. So I was just like, for the sake of, a 20-minute difference, I was just like, no. Yeah, it's a 20-minute difference. I would have got there. Anyway, one question for you, and this is because I'm so super sad, and I used to work in outdoor advertising. Did you see in the Rat trains, they had one of their advertising things at the moment was at a platform. I don't know which platform it is, but you've got someone who looks a little bit like E Honda stopping the train, and another one is they've wrapped a whole train that's all full of Pokemon stuff.
No, I didn't see those specific ones.
Christopher, why did you even go to Japan?
Hey.
Oh, you literally had one thing. Live out my fantasies.
Yeah, your fantasies.
Yeah, my fantasy. I'm not paying to go that way. Crazy.
No, but I did see a plane that was wrapped in a nice decal or livery. I can't remember what it was, but I remember there was a lot of sakura leaves on it, which was just before the cherry blossom season.
Oh, okay.
So we got there just as like the buds were coming out, not really when they were in full bloom.
Oh, actually, that's the point. You went in, was it February?
Late February to early March.
Okay, so you kind of was on the cusp of the spring season. Yeah, because I think why your tickets might have been a little bit more expensive because they're just before spring.
They're just before spring. They're actually a lot cheaper just
Than
before
going in
spring.
spring. Okay.
And then spring is just like boom, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, mate. Late March, probably late March, because it says the cherry blossom season is like late March, April. That's when shit goes through the roof. We're coming at a time where it's still like a bit cold, just getting a bit warm. No one's really out there for like the cherry blossom season, so there's not as many tourists.
I will have to interject with times to go to Japan. So you've obviously got the spring season, summer. Be careful. Japan is a little bit like Canada. Like they have proper seasons. None of this 5 seasons in one day like us in the UK. When it's hot in Japan, it is boiling hot. I've had another set of friends that have been, and I think they went last July. I want to say July. And they said like at some points they didn't even want to leave the hotel because it was that hot.
Yeah.
And it was, it's boiling. And then when the winter comes, God, it is winter. Shattered glass, shattered ice, shattered dreams.
Yeah. You have to bear in mind that is along where Japan is. I'm just looking at the map now. It's in line with like Portugal, Spain, bits of China as well, where there's like, obviously it's different because they're surrounded by water. I would assume that's why their climate's a lot different.
But then they've also got the same effects as us because they get affected by a lot of rain and snow because they're in the ocean basically, or the sea.
Yeah, that's what I was saying by the water surrounding them. So their season is a lot different to like, but they will feel the full effects like we will. Coming up this week, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have some of the hottest days that I've seen from the weather for a while. It's going to be like fucking 32 degrees on Monday, apparently.
I know I'm celebrating here, but I hate when it's really hot in the UK. It's okay when you go to when we go to like Barbados or Portugal or somewhere like that, because we're escaping to go to the sea. Where are you going to escape in the middle of Reading?
Yeah, you're escaping nowhere. And also the houses and stuff, you're going to be baking because your house becomes an oven because these houses are built to retain heat. Not very well, I'll fucking add that.
Yeah.
But they're also in the winter specifically. But when it hits summer, you are fucked. It's just so goddamn hot. Like even now with this, I mean, I could take off my hoodie. I'm not that bothered right now by the heat. In fact, I need the heat because of my body.
Yeah.
It's better to regulate my temperatures and stuff, but it just gets unbelievably hot. And Japan, I saw a video where they said, come at these times of the year. February is a really good time. September is a really good time as well, apparently. January is not so much because of New Year. December, I don't think so as well. November, I think is okay. But they say just avoid the summer, basically. It's just fucking roasting.
Again, our usual favourite, what's it called? Continuous joke? Running joke, that's the word. Just cut to you out there in little tiny shorts, out on the streets, fade to black, wasted.
Yeah. Retired.
Oh yeah, retired.
if you're not careful enough, you will be retired. F-Zero style.
And it's just the picture of you. It's on like one of those little carts. You're like on a little side cart, and it just goes.
It just fucking blows up.
It blows. It's just because it reached 40 degrees.
After being ping ponged around in the Starbucks drive-through, just blowing up.
So we have now talked about a bit about the transports. So should we have a quick run through of like some of the places that you stayed, like your accommodation?
Yeah. I will do each location by part. So I will do Osaka first because that's where we stayed.
Right. So we're back for day 1. I have cheese and toast with me, and the boy's going to be yapping for the next God knows how long. Let's all pray.
Yeah. Good one was Osaka. Again, like I was saying, the Shinkansen and the trains were pretty seamless. It was a bit difficult getting the Shinkansen because it's our first time, and also just figuring out the system, getting it all together. Also, the fact that just getting from lugging your suitcases. People, I implore you, if you're going to stay anywhere, stay close to like some form of transport. Like it's going to be hell on earth while you're traveling, and especially depending on what time of year and how much you're bringing, because it is a lot of walking about, especially if everything's a bit confusing and it's your first time. Like whilst I was there, I don't think I had actually slept on the plane. No, I didn't sleep on the plane. Sorry, I tried to, but obviously with my condition, when I fall asleep for a bit, I wake up, I have to go. So it's just kind of like playing devil's advocate. If I actually want to try and risk, if I'm like rolling the dice every time, it's going to hit one. So it's just like, what the fuck do I do when I need to be hitting sixes?
Can I interject here? A little bit of a health tip. Take magnesium tablets and ginger pills. Always help with travel, especially if you want to sleep and also you got an issue with your stomach. I'm going back to my cheese and toast.
Yeah. But I will say the travel, once it was all booked and everything, and after that was a lot better. Once you know the systems, it's a lot quicker to get through. There's always someone to help. Obviously, translation is going to be an issue. Some of them speak well, speak very well, speak English very well. Some of them don't. But there's always a translator, and you have Google Translate on your phone. So just make sure you have a SIM card. Make sure you have an eSIM card out there. They are cheap, roughly cheap, but it's also just so you have internet and you're just not stranded.
Wait, did you have a actually, I have to work out the logistics of our phones. So I know that you can have 2 SIM cards in most phones now. But eSIM card, how does that is actually electronic SIM card.
Yeah. It works similar to a product key. So you go on your phone, it'll be a setting in your phone somewhere, people. iPhone and Android will have it slightly different. I have a Samsung, so you go through settings, then you go to your SIM card, and then there'll be eSIM card. An eSIM card, slot or option available in your options. Click on it. You buy the SIM card first, the eSIM card first online, wherever you're going to get it from. I can't remember what service I went with, but there are some general brands that you can go with. There are some to avoid. I'd say do your research. I'm going to do some research and then I'll come back in part 2 as well to tell you about the one I used, which was actually really good. And I might ask the ones that my friends used as well and the ones that they said to avoid.
Isn't there a company called Labara International, I think? And they're normally quite cheap.
I think that's the one to avoid.
Oh, so don't listen to me.
There might be. Oh no, no. This is a different brand. Sorry, they might be good. I'm not too sure.
I know that they always advertise at airports, and I remember working for a company that used to. They were like one of the main advertisers at airports and train stations and places like that, and they actually have their own booths, like vending machines. That's it. They had booths in vending machines at places, so you can literally just buy the SIM card there and then, or eSIM card. And then you're speaking to someone who's 84-year-old. So me, I just got a brand new phone, a brand new SIM card, and I'm like, why? Where are you going? Japan? Sir, you don't need to buy this. I'm like, shut up and give me my new card.
It needs to be done. No, I was the same way as you at first. Trying to get a physical one. Because I didn't know how eSIM card worked. This was my first time buying one as well. But eSIM cards are very useful because why would you want a bit of plastic that's going to just the rest of your phone you'll never use again? Because you can't use it after that unless you can somehow load it again on your SIM. But again, it's just like you're literally paying for plastic if you're getting a physical SIM. Just get eSIM and it'll be a lot easier. So it works the same way.
I have another tip to add on to this. Make sure when you go travelling, ask anyone who's been recently travelling if they have a spare SIM card or a spare phone that they don't mind giving to you for a while you travel. Because I have also found that someone says to me, "Oh, you can just borrow my SIM card." I'm just like, you know what's good on the travel? Why do you hate me so much? I hate you.
And another tip as well. If you have your phone and it is some phones actually region locked, so or at least they used to be anyway. But through Android, you can root your phone and get it unlocked so you can use it anywhere. Bearing in mind, people, you have to know what you're doing if you're going to root your phone. Because it's basically going into if you imagine a PC and you go into the BIOS settings, that's what you're doing with your phone. So be very careful. But it's best to just get eSIM that will work. That's compatible with your phone. You can check anywhere on the website where you're buying from. It will say a list. And yeah, take a spare phone. I have a spare phone now. On just basically off the back that I paid off my old phone. I wanted a new one. Didn't want to get a whole new contract. So I just bought the phone outright and then bought a SIM, which is a lot easier, people, if you have the funds available at the time.
Or you have
Saves
a
you whole
very
heap.
account like me.
Yeah, it saves you a whole heap of money. And don't go for the new fucking generation, because I've got I've got S23 Ultra. It's basically the same as having the S25 besides the S25 Ultra, besides a few CPU and general enhancement upgrades in like the performance. But honestly, if you just want a phone to just contact and blah blah blah, just get a just just for like basic stuff. Don't go for the new shit, because what's the point in paying like $1,000 or like damn near $2,000 for a fucking phone? It's a bit of technology in your pocket, bro. It does not need to be worth
feel
a
like you
fucking
need to get some
car.
stuff off your chest. But not today.
Yeah, it's just not worth it, people. Anyway, so
Back to day
Osaka,
one.
yeah. So we touched down, boom, blah blah blah, train, easy.
Yeah.
I'd first time booking for the Shinkansen specifically. Get an IC card, which is basically an Oyster card if you're in the UK. Not sure would it be anywhere else, but you'll understand what I mean. It's just basically like having a card specifically for travel, which can be used on the trains and buses.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's very useful.
Right. Where did you stay? Oh, sorry.
Osaka. Yeah.
No.
Please, Marvin, please.
No, the hotel. I'm trying to get you to that next point.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm trying to get through. And we keep going on these fucking we keep going on these side tangents because someone has like, oh God, you're crazy.
Don't you dare call me out. Anyway, continue.
So we didn't stay in a hotel. It was an Airbnb. But yeah, please be careful if you're traveling and you have traveled quite far. Just make sure you get some food in you before you start doing all this shit. Because me and my partner were really knackered, but my two friends who are, well, they're a couple as well, but it was an ordeal. And we're just like, we'll meet you at the we'll meet you at the Airbnb when we get there. Because it was just, yeah. So the first Airbnb we stayed at was quite close to the train station, actually. So it's a lot easier for transport in Osaka.
Sorry, that was my microphone.
Yeah. So from Nagoya, you get a train, then you get the Shinkansen, which is in. We actually get Shinkansen. No, I think we got the Shinkansen when we went to. God, now I'm fucking lost on this map. Yeah, one sec, people. Yeah, be careful of that. So yeah, booking the Shinkansen, just be careful, and traveling. Make sure you eat. So the first we stayed at Airbnb. It's called 2 Chomei 3. 2 Chomei 3. It's basically like an apartment stack. I will have some details after the fact that I'll give Marvin. I'd say if you're gonna book with like a bunch of people and you don't mind doing the cooking and paying for something slightly cheaper, I say Airbnb. But to be honest, depending on where you stay, the prices aren't really that much different from an Airbnb and a hotel. Just be careful of the sizes of the rooms, because they'd love to live compact. You'll know that from the streets, and you know that just by generally looking everywhere. Everything's just sort of high rise. So you know people are going to be packed as fuck. It's going to be like council flats basically everywhere. So just so the spaces are quite limited depending on where you are. The Airbnb we stayed at was fairly roomy. The kitchen and like the living room were one. They had a separate bathroom from the toilets as well, so that was helpful for when I need to go. And that's also another point. Try and stay somewhere where you can find transport quickly, because again, you don't want to be lost and then be like, oh shit, I've got like 30 minutes to my freaking hotel that I don't even know where it is because my phone's died. Whereas if you stay like maybe 5 or 7 minutes away, it's not too bad. The one thing we did do was, we just traveled. We had some food on the way there, which was the first ramen bowl that we had. It was massive. absolutely massive. It was
What
just me and my
flavors did
partner.
you have?
But I think there's only like 2 flavors out. I'm not even gonna lie. There's literally
Oh,
just 2 flavors out there. Two or three flavors. It was like a soy based broth. This one, but it was pork, which is
okay.
like the main meat that they have or protein, along with the egg.
Mm,
That's normally boiled, but
yeah.
it's like it's cooked in the soy sauce as well, so you
Oh,
get that
that's
flavor.
nice. Actually,
Um,
yeah, I had that when I went to Vietnam, and it was very strange when I had spicy noodles for breakfast,
mhm.
but it came with sausage and I want to say, boiled or scrambled egg. I was just like, wait a minute, why am I having spicy noodles? It was a very bizarre experience, but I actually enjoyed it. It was very tasty. I was like, I'm not sure if I should be having spicy noodles at 9 o'clock
In the
in the
morning.
morning. Oh,
Yeah. I will say that the way they have their food set
mm,
up
mm.
is so much better
Oh,
than the UK. It's the ordering system that they have.
mm,
So the one that we went to, it was in the train station. They have a lot of them, and they have a lot of 7-Elevens, which I will come back to because those things are glorious. Um, but the ramen place that we went to, you just
mm,
walk in, you order what you want, and then
mm,
you just go and sit down.
mm.
Um, they'll bring the food out to you. It's quite nice.
Is it
Um,
a little bit like that noodle place that's in Reading, where you can
not
actually?
Mar- not
Oh,
Marigame. They do
oh,
have a place out there
that's
that's
like
like that,
okay.
which I will get to. Um, but it's usually just you order what's on the menu,
Mm,
boom, what size you want or what drink you want as well, and then
mm,
you just sit down, and then they'll usually bring it to you, or they'll
mm.
have like a call up service.
Yeah.
Kind of just like standard
Mm,
restaurant servicing basically.
mm-hmm.
Um, I will say because of generally Japan is really healthy for their food. Like
Yeah.
just the culture that they have. You will see the amount of old people that they have there, like the elderly population is insane. And
Mm,
that's because they actually keep themselves fit and healthy. And they're just still walking without sticks and stuff,
mm.
they're just casual.
Because New York, they had this thing like during the late 90s, yeah, back in my day. Actually, no, it's during the mid 90s, I should say, where I think American Britain were trying to replicate the Japanese healthy lifestyle, like work balance. So in the morning, they make all the employees go like on the top of the roof or like a certain room and do all the exercises there first thing in the morning, which I think is quite nice. Um, I couldn't imagine it in this country. Get what those fat, hefty people try. Let's do 20 star jumps. Can I speak to Pooper? Um, yeah,
Blue collar Bob just before his carpentry job.
yeah.
Fucking heavy gear on. Yeah, come on,
Mm,
boys. Let's stretch. Yeah, no,
yeah,
that's
let's
not happening.
stretch. Touch your tippy toes, and you're just like, I'm not sure you can even touch your tips.
Yeah. But I will say the food out there is really nice. I implore you to try as many things as you can. I will go through a selection of different foods that I had because,
Mm,
oh man, I just, I'm trying to replicate the food that's out there
mm.
as well.
You do a
No, that
good chow
wasn't, not,
mein, though.
yeah, I was going to say, not like I wasn't doing it before anyway,
Yeah.
but now that you've seen the way it's done and
Mm,
there's the other options that I didn't know about,
yeah.
that I didn't do my due diligence and researching before I even went out there. So like Marvin will see this that I've eaten a lot more like, and it's fair to you, it's because of you, Marvin, that you said as well. Even though I wanted to do it anyway, it's eating whole fish,
Mm.
octopus, squid,
All the things I do. Yeah, I
yeah,
advise you to eat all this gross food that I said I would never eat.
I think I am a carnivore at heart, but I'm not sure if I think I am more of a pescatarian. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
damn pesky pescatarians.
lie.
Um, yeah, I think fish is definitely for your condition. I think it's better in terms of getting protein into your system that doesn't affect you too much. So I think like, especially with red meat, that just kind of ruins you a bit, and it ruins me a bit. I have to be a little bit careful with red
Curtis.
meat myself. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat a little bit more fish and potato and vegetable stuff. So I do find like it makes me full, but doesn't make me too full.
Yeah.
Oh, although
And
today I had this fish. It says cheesy tuna cakes.
I saw that
Your
one.
brain.
You know what? Oh my God. Marvin, I'm not, okay, side tangent. I'm not going to lie, right? Sometimes I'll go see my girlfriend and come back, or I have to go to work
Yeah.
for a couple of days and come back or whatever, or like a week. I'll come back and then I'll open the fridge. I'm like, what cheesy chipolatas and fucking spice? And then I'm thinking, hold on. Didn't Marvin just say, "Oh, my tummy hurts. Oh, I think it's because of the spices." And then the fucking next week, I'm like, bro, you've got something even spicier, something with dairy in it that's going to make it even worse. And it's also pork. And the red meat. Every time I see that, and then you're like, oh, my stomach hurts. I'm like, bro, you only did it to yourself. And I'm like, why is Marvin so mashed up?
It's because I should not be allowed near the reduced aisle section. And it's always got some weird shit in there. I'm just like, oh, can I risk this for £1.73? Yes, I can. And then Christopher comes back, he's just like, you're dying, aren't you, on the inside?
Yeah.
I'm not going to the downstairs toilet.
Yeah. Lord and behold, I come back, I'm walking into the kitchen, I'm like, smells a bit off in here. And I realized like the back section is open, so I shut the door. I'm like, yes, Marvin's fucking blown himself up again.
But you won't have £1.73.
Yeah, for £1.73. But it's, I will say, you won't really have the opportunity to do that out there, Marvin, because most of the food is really healthy and clean, especially in the shops as well. You can't really escape it. There's a few options that they'll have, but I'll speak with some of the locals out there as well, which I'll get to a later point as well. But they'll say,
I have to go back to my side tangent. To be fair, M&S have now gone down the same route as Asda. Normally, they just mix two flavors together for no reason, just to make it sound a little bit more continental. And my dumb ass is going, "Ooh, this is exotic." But I'm just like, "This is meat. This is like fish, cheese, and potato mixed together. Do you really want this? Why don't you just get like a cod fillet and be done with it?" No, I want to go for the weird wacky shit that's going to make me go, "Christopher, then come home for 2 more days." Anyway.
I have no sympathy. Zero. But anyway, yeah. So let me speak about the ramen. Finally.
Yes.
So yes,
go.
So the pork, there is, I will say, the standard for ramen out there is pork, which is the main protein, again, like I said, and then the egg as well on the side. They usually have spring onions and like cabbage and stuff. Depending on your dietary requirements, you can ask at the desk. So that's what I kept doing as well, just frequently asking, does this have spice in it? This, that, and the other. And most of the time, they will be like, yeah, we can accommodate for that. And we'll just make sure we'll take it out. And if they do still put it in, they'll be like, oh, sorry, condolences, we'll take this back. Or they'll say, we'll leave it there and we'll give you a new one. Oh. Right, someone else can have it. I.e. my girlfriend. No. But she also can't really tolerate spices either. So it's just kind of like, oh, shit. Oh, mine's kind of like, I have to avoid it. I would have it, but it's just like, yeah. But because ramen is really soup-based.
Yeah.
It is filling because of the noodles, but you feel more refreshed because of the soup.
Yes.
And because there's no like super processed stuff out there because of import stuff is really hard to get out there. So that's basically just overseas crap. You won't really get that much out there.
Why did you say it with such venom? Overseas crap.
It's because it is the venom in my voice because of how much. It's just how much shit you have to put up with in the UK. If you, again, it's just like America and everywhere else. If you want to eat fast and cheap, like the reduced section, Marvin, there's options. There's options that people aren't going to buy because the options are just so fucked. Like the cheesy tuna, I just couldn't believe what I was doing. Anyway,
actually, I will say this, and this is actually connected to what you're saying about imports and stuff. So the potato head, he used to live in Japan for about a year or two, and he said one year he just wanted a steak and ale pie. To get the ingredients, it cost him nearly £30. And all you need is flour, water, butter, the steak, to get the beer, etc. And that was like £30. That's just to import basics, ingredients. If you're looking for variety in Japan, it kind of a little bit suck. If it's like the UK where you've got all types of cuisine available, go out there, get yourself all gluttonous and enjoy yourself. In Japan, I think it's a little bit more restrictive from what I've heard.
Yeah, because they actually care about their health. There are options out there. Like I did see like a English-based pub, so you probably could get like a steak and ale and chips in there. But generally, you want to avoid that food anyway because you'll eat like a bowl of ramen or like fresh fish, and you'll be like, "Wow, what the fuck was I doing in my life?" Or even like a burger as well because they still have them out there. burgers are actually quite healthy. It's just all the ingredients put together and how they're processed and cooked makes it unhealthy.
I will say this also about Japan. This is a little fun fact. In Japan on Christmas Day, they all go to KFC.
Yeah, KFC. I never had KFC out there, but yeah, that's a tradition that I would like to see in what it entails. But
can you imagine us all going to KFC on Christmas Day? I'd be like, what? It's like a Saturday night. It's less exciting and less fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep interjecting. I will stop talking.
Yeah, and the thing is, you say talk about day one. I'm just like, yeah, I'm trying to,
but I have to talk as well. I can't resist it.
You finish your fucking
your
cheese
face.
and...
It's just like, yeah, whatever.
Bro finishes. Okay. So on the first day as well, I say second day after we got to the hotel after having that really nice ramen bowl, we went to a 7-Eleven just to get some food because we have a fridge, obviously, in the Airbnb. Well, I would hope you have a fridge in your Airbnb.
Yeah.
But the 7-Eleven was literally around the corner from us. It was like 2-minute walk. And that's what I will say. There's always a convenience store, I say, within a 10-minute walk from you, maybe less than that. And the food in there as well and the options, they will have your crisps and instant noodles and just general stuff that you would get from a convenience store like chocolate and whatever. But they also have a freezer section, which will generally have like freezer meals, like ready meals and stuff like that, and ice cream and whatever else you can think of that's frozen. But they also have like a fresh section as well.
Yeah.
The drinks, I will get to the fresh section in a second. The drinks, you still get your standard like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. But why would you go out to Japan to have something you would have at home? Go and get the fucking Japanese drinks that are out there. You can get exclusive flavors as well from like Fanta and stuff. Like known name brands.
How many gnomes are out there?
They have some like hot section stuff as well, so you can get like coffees in a can and like stuff like that. Cold iced coffees. You can get like peach. I think some of the best stuff out there is like lemon flavored, peach flavored. I had one drink that just kept me solid the whole way through. It was basically like a tropical drink that was about 500 milliliters. Kept me solid all the way through because I couldn't have the fizzy stuff. And there's so many options out there for like fresh juice, and it tastes so much better anyway. And you don't need all the added preservatives and sugars and stuff. It's just naturally sweet. And they will say, I will also employ you to install either Google Lens or some sort of live translator on your phone, because you can then look at the ingredients on the back. It'll be in Japanese and you're kind of like, oh, fuck, what am I meant to do about this? But if you have like Google Lens or Translate Live, or whatever app you can find, it will show you the ingredients and give you a live translation that you can see on your phone. So say you have the product here, phone here, and boom. The fresh food have, like how you can have ready meals over here.
Yeah.
And it's not in the frozen section. Normally those are just packaged, and the way they're made to be ready and easy and just fast. So like the spaghetti bolognese is just kind of like, you feel a bit groggy afterwards. With these, it's like you got it from a restaurant. In a 7-Eleven, it's like you got them from a restaurant. They're that good quality. And they also have onigiri and dumplings. And this stuff you can either eat on the go, and they also have a hot counter as well.
Yeah.
So Marvin, they have like fried chicken. They had steamed. There was one thing I got pretty much every day. It was like a bao bun. And that was so good. And you can get different types of like the different sizes and like red bean dumplings. But honestly, if you go out there, go to a 7-Eleven, you will be amazed by the quality of food that you can get in a corner shop. It is absolutely crazy. Honestly, it's honestly like almost restaurant grade.
Right. I have to like interject here. You have spent nearly 8 minutes talking about 7-Eleven.
Dude, I've been trying to talk about 7-Eleven.
Come on,
trying to talk. And it was less than 8 minutes, in fact, but you kept interjecting.
I know, but all that time I was just like, oh my God, he's still talking about 7-Eleven.
Yeah, because there's so many options.
Are you actually working for 7-Eleven? Is that what your actual job is?
I will do, and I will implore people to go to fucking 7-Eleven. And also there's a place called Family Mart out there as well. and Lawson's. They're all quite similar convenience stores and all sell roughly the same stuff, but 7-Eleven's the main one out there. So
Cool.
after that, the first place we went to after that, well, the main thing that we went to after that was Osaka Castle.
Osaka Castle. Okay.
A traditional castle made, I can't remember what period it was, but it would have been around the imperial times. You can tell by the infrastructure, and you can also go, I didn't go inside, but you can buy a ticket to go inside and get a tour. And then it'll give you the history on like the weapons and armor and what the castle was used for. It was really nice. The area around it was really good. Obviously, because we went out in February, the trees were just like bare and basically sticks. Some is still quite nice and put together, but they have like a little lake that was really nice and well put together. That's what you'll notice about the environments as well. Everything seems purposely put there, or they just maintained it so well that it's kind of like it's just basically just art out there. They did have some feral cats around the castle as well, so they had 2. There was and this is one of the locals. He was quite old actually. I can't remember how old he was, but he was like, it looked like he was easily in his 90s. But he was just walking about, just leisure, and it was really cool to see some of the locals. And he interacted with us. We even got a picture with him as well, which was really cool.
By choice or by you getting this picture, old man?
I think because of the way you have to speak to them, you have to kind of like, because I kept semi forgetting how to speak. You just have to be like, picture. You can't say, oh, can I take a picture with you? Because obviously they're not gonna, or like picture, and then you do like the hand signal, like just general movie, like picture, car, broom, broom type shit. It's just, yeah, but it was good to get a picture with him.
He's probably going, right, so I take a picture of them, or they're going to take me away in a car. Please leave me alone, tourists.
Yeah. But yeah, it was nice to view. I would implore people to go to a castle that is nearby or wherever they're staying. And also temples. I'll get to temples a bit later. But anything that is traditional Japan, the architecture is really nice. If you're into architecture and you're a photographer like myself, which I'm sort of both. I'm not architecture, but I like architecture.
So is the vibe of Osaka itself a little bit traditional? Is it a bit more cosmopolitan?
Well, to be honest, anywhere you go that's a city, it's going to be a combination of both.
Oh, okay.
So they still have a lot of metropolitan stuff. So you'll have like the more high tech stuff in the main city area.
Yeah.
But Osaka was like dead in the center. The Osaka Castle was dead in the center of Osaka. So they'll have like little plots here and there of like traditional stuff and everything. So unless you go to rural places, you'll just get a mix of both if you're staying in the major city areas.
It sounds a bit like Windsor to me. Actually, was it Windsor? Or am I thinking that Windsor was in Guildford? It's basically the castle's right in the very middle. And then you've got all this modern like shopping areas and attractions and stuff. And the outside's a little bit more rural, but you've still got a bit more up-to-date convenience for yourself.
It's I would say there's a really good mix of it. Again, after the day was finished, we went to, this is the place that was kind of similar to Marugame Udon.
Okay.
Where you just take a tray, you ask for what noodle base or whatever food you want. You can then also load your own little side plate with stuff as well. So you can have like prawns, like tempura prawns, dumplings, yada yada yada. I think the dish I did regret. The soup anyway that I had, the noodle soup, because it was the same name that is in they have over here for Marugame Udon, but the taste was a bit different. It wasn't full of flavor, but the other stuff probably will have more flavor in it, which I should have done really. It's just because I was trying to be safe with my options.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much the first day. Second day, we went to Dontonbori, which is the major street market that's along the river in Osaka.
Cool.
Before we went there was and again, this is another tip. don't always go for like major chains or like the first thing you see if you're going to go and eat for food. Always try and find and go on Google and look at do pre-research before you go out there, or if you're going to do it on the day, look before you leave your Airbnb or hotel. Because we went to possibly one of the best. I say top two or top three places I went to eat, and it's just like a little side bit, and it's just like in a corner. But you walk in, it's just like a traditional ramen place. You sit down, it's kind of like a bar. So you sit down at the main area. The cook is literally right behind the desk. But the way you order there, you have to do it through a vending machine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you set your money, you click whatever thing you want, and it's a ticket that pops out at the bottom. You then hand the ticket to the owner, and the owner will cook it. And because they've already pre-prepped their stuff, it'll be done within like maybe 5 or 10 minutes, maybe less than that, depending on what you've ordered. It was like a creamy beef ramen, but it didn't have cream in it or anything. It was just the broth was boiled for so long in the bones that it just became creamy from just being boiled and I wouldn't say fermented, but just like letting it stew for so long. But it was so good. And it was such a breath of fresh air to have beef instead of pork. Because again, like I say, pork is like the main meat you'll get out there with ramen. But if you can find any other meat, it'll probably taste either better or it's just a different flavor. You will get sick of pork ramen within like 3 days. I'm not joking, because it's just, honestly, oh God. It's just like, I want to get ramen, but I don't want to have fucking... I don't want to have pork again.
I do know some friends that lived in University of Reading, which is also the most highly populated university. I think it's outside of Birmingham and the London ones to have the most Chinese and Japanese students. Like, but I did notice that, like, my friend who was at Reading University, one of his flatmates was from Japan. So, I don't know why it is. It smelled good, but I just looked at it. I was just like, it's not that appealing to me. He always used to cook, like the Wiener sausages you get.
The red ones, yeah?
Yeah, the red ones. And mix it with egg and some, like, peas or carrots or stuff like that. And always make that into, like, a rice dish. I was just like, you've travelled all this way studying for such a hard time, and then all you're getting is basically Maya hot dog wieners and eggs and vegetable and rice. I know student living is hard, but please get some chicken. I actually said to me, I'll buy some chicken. I've got money. I'll help you out.
But I will say that sausage, because I had it in Singapore, underrated. You had to have it yourself. It tastes so good.
It does taste good, but no, when you see someone eat it for a whole week, you're a bit like, do you want any variety?
Well, Marvin, you also talk about someone who is in a university, so it's just kind of like, you're broke.
It's the fact that I even offered to buy them some chicken, and it was like, no, it's okay. I was just like, but I'm here, take the chicken. Obviously not me trying to be offensive, but it's me trying to actually be like, provide some help and some variety for the poor lads.
Yeah. He probably thinks he had to owe you back. He's like,
I have to owe him back some chicken. I don't have the money for chicken. I'm just like, let it lie, bitch.
Yeah, Dontonbori. It's basically like going to, what you could compare it to. It's basically like a massive street, a massive area that covers quite a massive area that's along the river as well. It's a massive set of street markets. So you can get food vendors, like you can get takoyaki, I think it was, like the fish dessert thing. It's either full of custard or a chocolate. Oh yeah, I see Maxie in the background.
She's just noticed that I was looking at her. She's just sat there. No one cats just stare at stuff. You're like, what are you staring at? I'm trying to see what she's staring at, and she's just dead aimed looking outside. Sorry. Continue. And I've got the door open, but because I can't see past all the stuff that's on this L-shaped desk, I can't see. It could be a fox walking in. I'm just like,
yeah.
La, 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 la.
Yeah, Dontonbori. I'll try to fall. Oh my God. So yeah, the takoyaki. There's the fish. Yeah, there's fish dessert things.
Yeah.
They have like teppanyaki as well, which I think is like the octopus. There's so many things that begin with T and end in yaki. It's just like you kind of get confused, but they're independent food street vendors and stuff like that. There's also restaurants along there. Because I went to the beef ramen place before, there was really no need to get food there, and it's just like a little snack. But it was very, very nice. If you ever see like a picture of a river with tons of lights and advertising boards on either sides of the river with like a walk paths down it, that is Dontonbori.
Okay.
If you just can't remember what it's called, and you're like, oh, what is that place in Japan? It is really good for photo ops. There's a lot of people there. I don't think there's any good time to go there because most people go at the night and then you have loads of tourists during the day. So just pick a time wisely, people. But you will get your usual vendors there. So you get like Onitsuka Tiger, Nike, which is what I went into to look for some new shoes. And you'll get other independent vendors as well. But it's generally just a place where you can go for shopping.
You proper went shopping because I came back. I was just like, "Oh, where'd you get these trainers? Japan? Where'd you get them? Japan?" I was like, "This boy's come back dripping in style." I was like, "Hey, bitch!"
I was dripped out, and the thing is, the shoes I got in Japan, no, in Tokyo. Sorry. Oh no, what did I? That's actually a good point. I can't remember now. Oh no, I bought one set of. I bought my white ones that you haven't seen yet, or you might have seen, but I haven't worn them yet. From Osaka. I bought a hoodie that says Osaka on it, but it has the Jordan logo on it as well.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah. And this is also a good tip. If you're going to go out there, make sure you bring your passports with you if you are going to go shopping, because you can get it tax free.
Yeah. Actually, I think that's across the board. I think if you go to another country, you have to have your passport with you so you can claim the tax back. Sometimes you can do it in the store that you're in, or you get it back when you go to the airport. Or you can just do it online. One of the three. Get that money back. I think some places do. Oh, I think they scan your passport and it does the tax for you.
Yeah. They'll have the in Japan they normally have like a machine that just put it in.
Yeah.
Scan it and then they'll give you a receipt. Or like you said, Marvin, there was a shop that we went to out there which is in Tokyo. Which is basically like Debenhams or whatever, but I can talk about that a bit later.
Yeah.
But they gave us the receipt, and then we just had to go to a different till.
Yeah.
It was on a different floor, but they give you back the money for the tax.
Okay.
Which is really cool. I will say, if you are a photographer, you'll be in paradise because there's so many different colors, so many varieties. When you don't even really have to edit your photos. I'm looking through some of the photos that I took and my girlfriend took. And they just turned out really nice. That's the reason why I love the thought of always going to Japan, because of the colors that they have out there. It's not like the UK where you like the only color you'll get is from like a fucking advertisement board. But it's just like all the signs and stuff are just so. Do you know what I mean? Just like there's pink, there's blue, there's orange, there's red. It's just not like, oh yeah, we have like a bit of color on our logo. No, it's everywhere.
Actually, I will say in defense of the UK, we do have some very picturesque places, but the color palette, I would say, is green and pastel.
And it's yeah, no, go on, sorry.
And it's a little bit muted, but it's only because the UK is also a little bit muted in terms of like personality and like character. Like one of my favorite places in the UK is Bristol.
Yeah.
But that's not full of vibrant colours. That's just full of colour and character. It's not full of vibrancy.
Yeah, and also you're getting little pockets in the UK.
Yeah.
In Japan, it's fucking everywhere, unless you're literally outside the cities. But even then, like the nature and just the environments themselves are very. It's a whole different experience. Honestly, I will say in the shops you will get a lot of like exclusive and limited edition stuff out there as well. Like I have some Pokemon plasters for when I get a boo boo on my finger or whatever. Yeah, which is really cool. There were some street artists. There are some street artists out there as well. There was a guy that was performing on like tin. I think it was like paint cans or whatever. It's all Osaka was the Downtonbori market was really nice. What was you going to say?
No, it's the thought of you going, I hurt my finger, get the Bulbasaurs out. But the thing is,
think,
right, I will say this about Japan from what you told me and what other friends have told me. Like, capitalism is done with color. Like, you won't, even if you're someone who's anti-capitalist, you won't care because you're in Japan, because it's so full of vibrant, distinct styles that you just, it doesn't give a crap. You spend heaps of money on stuff that you may not need, but you're just like, but look at the damn color, man.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not like here in the UK, like, oh, I bought something with a Union Jack on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, cool, woo. Yeah, it says, God save the Queen.
Yeah. Oh, King now,
Rest her
King.
soul, yeah.
Yeah, may she rest in peace.
Yeah. That was pretty much the second day. The third day, this was the Universal Day. So, people, before you go, I will say just double check the websites that you're going to buy it from.
Yeah.
Because they are very, very misleading. The tickets that I bought were standard admission, but the way it was advertised on the website, it was just like you can go in. You know, like when you buy a ticket for like Thor Park or Universal Studios, anywhere else, it will just be like, okay, yeah, you can go. Cool, you have access to everything. Blah.
Yes.
I wanted to go specifically for the Nintendo World portion. Which apparently isn't really that grandiose. I was hearing it just looks nice. It's just not, it's like cool to see for a bit and then you go.
Yeah.
Which is basically what I was going to do anyway. Just take some photos and then just bounce. Lord and behold, there's different packages, and the package that I got was just standard admission. So you could go in and just go and access the park. You could access most of the rides besides the one that's in the Nintendo bit, but. Yeah, there's different packages. One package will allow you to just have instant access or limited access. That's also another thing. They said it's limited access, depending on what time you go. Because you're going to go at a time where it's going to be busy anyway, or it's just busy regardless. I feel like there isn't a time where you can go where it's going to be, or just like free access for everyone. It's going to be, so yeah, I'd made the wrong purchase and unfortunately didn't get into the Nintendo World bit, but from the, oh yeah, thanks Marvin for laughing at my...
Sorry, it's the fact that your girlfriend was sat here going, yep, well, you effed that one up.
Yeah. And I think we both took an L that day because I took the biggest L, but then she took a big L as well.
What happened there?
So I'll explain that in a bit. So yeah, we didn't get to Super Nintendo World, but we still made a day out of it. You can go around. There's still little bits that are Nintendo based outside of the Nintendo World. So they had like the restaurant, some of the mascots going around, some of the stuff you could buy. Like I bought beanies and stuff that had like the Mario and Luigi logo and stuff like that. And a Bullet Bill snapback, which I had been dreaming about for years, and then they actually made it. I was like, wow. So it's kind of like if you miss out on Nintendo World, if you're a big Nintendo fan, you'll probably be eaten up by it, by the lottery system if you hadn't booked it ahead of time.
That would be me.
Because the lottery ticket system, I will explain. It's just basically you put in, it's like a raffle. You may or may not get access. If you do, cool. If you don't, too bad. That's basically it. It's not timed. It's not like a timed thing where they'll say, yeah, just come back at this time, you'll get access. It's literally just you'll look at a time, spin the wheel of roulette, or leave it to a system because it was online anyway, and just hope for the best. But yeah, it's a shitty system. Not gonna lie. Universal Studios, please fix that. Like, just let people just walk in. It's not like people are going in there like fucking running in like it's Black Friday sales or some shit. People are just gonna go in, look around, and be like, "Wow, this is cool," and then just call it a day.
I think they tried to govern it because guess who's also involved in the whole Nintendo bit? Nintendo. And Nintendo have to Nintendo it up and make it a little bit weird and unnecessary. I think that was one of the gripes that they had over there, and they're still trying to fix that. But Nintendo are like, no, we want to make it look not as overcrowded as it should be. So when people take photos, it doesn't look like there's heaps of people. Remember when we went to the pop-up store in London?
Yeah.
And there was like, what was there, like 20, 25 people each time in the store? I'm just like, this isn't needed. Like, you can just literally go in, see what you want, purchase what you need, and leave. but because they want to make it look like make it as comfortable for the visitors to go in, but then also make it like it's super busy and really popular for no reason. It's just like, what's the point? But it's also a Universal thing as well, because I went to Universal in LA, and you can go to the main strip for free, but you don't get access to the rides. So it's all free. You can go purchase all the franchise stuff as much as you want. But if you want to go on any rides, that's where like, a bit of extra money, give me the money. But if you want to go to a particular section, you got to pay even more than that. So it's like you have to pay DLC to go into the freaking park.
Real life DLC, bro. I couldn't believe it when I left, but then I realized like, oh yeah, it's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're gonna want to take every penny out of you, and that's the reason why I fucking hate Nintendo. I absolutely fucking hate Nintendo, even though I have a Nintendo Switch. Thank you, Marvin.
Yeah, about to say
the games and stuff. The games are absolutely brilliant, but the company themselves are fucking assholes. I absolutely hate them. Thank you for the games and thank you for childhood, but you don't have to make it that expensive, bro.
I think, know who Nintendo remind me of? Disney.
Yeah,
they are the same. They are literally the same level, but they won't admit when they're overcharging us for stuff that doesn't need to be overcharged for, and it's because they're trying to keep us by holding us by understand your bollocks and going, we still got you, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll just castrate myself. I'll go somewhere else.
That's why I'm so glad. I think every option, a bit of a side tangent, every option I picked in my life so far. I'm going to link to this, Marvin, just briefly.
Yeah.
Arsenal winning the Premier League. What for the first time in 22 years, I feel like I pick it, and then I won't reap the benefits till later. So this is also with Sega. Sega went through a period where I was growing up, and it's kind of like the dark period, and it's just kind of like this game shit, this is shit. But now look at them, fucking thriving, and then Nintendo has kind of gone the opposite way, and it's just like. That's why I'm so glad. I saw that picture. I saw Mario. Thought it was boring. Saw Sonic. I thought, hell yeah, that is cool as a bitch.
Actually, this is something I should have brought up in the news section. Crazy Taxi's coming back. After being dormant for nearly 2 decades, it's coming back at long friggin' last. Yeah. Actually, the funny thing, I said to Christopher, I was staying in my bedroom, his bedroom's next to someone. I said, Christopher, guess what? And he's like, what? I said, Crazy Taxi's coming back. And what was your response? Yeah. It was immediate. There was no like, yeah. It was just like, yeah.
I'll never forget that song.
Go ahead.
Now go on. So what are you gonna say?
I think Sega might be having a little renaissance soon. I'm just saying, if you got any money in stocks, start putting Sega now. Just saying.
They're already partially in it. I'm not gonna lie, because they're revitalizing Sonic, advertising them everywhere. They're making this project where they're bringing the old games back. Please bring back Daytona online, please. I swear to God. But yeah. That's one thing I did wish I had time for. That's also another thing, people. Make sure you book a good amount of time for Japan. 2 weeks is a minimum, I would say. A minimum. Yeah. Even if you're staying in one city, a minimum. Because you want to go here, you might want to go to a day trip there, here, there. Like Universal Studios, that was a whole day trip. We had to leave. By the time we got there and by the time we left, it was fucking dark. It was like, by the time we got there, it was like super light. Spent like 6 hours just making a day of it, even though we didn't get into the main bit.
But I say that for most theme parks as well, because I think, where did I go on that business trip? Disneyland Paris. Right. You need 1 day to do 5 rides, plus food and any, photo opportunities, statues, attractions. When I say attractions, I mean the stuff you don't queue for. Like the fountains and going into the castle, etc. I think theme parks, there's always like a 2 to 3 day minimum. Yeah. It depends if you're a ride enthusiast. I love a roller coaster, by the way. But yeah, sorry. You were saying.
It's true though. Like for Universal Studios, I'd probably say I wouldn't say the same thing. I don't think there was many people that actually went on the rides as I thought. Maybe that was because I didn't go on any. My girlfriend doesn't like going on roller coasters anyway, so.
Oh dear.
And I'm not particularly like the greatest of roller coasters either. Especially now with my condition, I don't want to risk it.
No. Did your friends go on any rides?
No, it's me and my girlfriend. It's just us two.
Mm.
None of my friends went. I only went there because I wanted to go to the Nintendo thing, but it doesn't matter anyway. I still got a kick out of it because I got the merch, and there was also the theme stuff. Like there was a little restaurant where you get like a pancake that was in the shape of a Mario hat, which I'll send to you, Marvin, so people can see.
Yes.
And I also got I was reunited with my turkey leg. Oh my, Marvin, it has not changed. The only thing that has changed is the size, because my hand is not as small as it used to be when I was like 5 years old holding this massive dinosaur leg. But now I decimated that thing. And there's literally a picture of me eating it in a Hello Kitty shop as well. It was, it was glorious. Absolutely glorious. And then
the human mascot that was there was eaten by Christopher.
I'm devouring this turkey bone, and then I'm like, oh shit, wait, there's more.
There's more. Actually, I will say this now. Costco have now started selling turkey drumsticks.
Man, we gotta get locked in, man. We gotta find that roasted. We gotta find that like roast, like smoked roast turkey recipe. I've had a look at several videos, and it seems fairly, I don't want to say fairly easy to do, but it just takes a long time if you don't have to make it.
That's for sure.
All right, the Chris's Culinary Arts will come out once again. What do I call myself? Chris's Culinary, I can't remember, was it cuisine or something? But yeah, so this is where, so that was my big L, not getting into Nintendo. But my girlfriend's big L was going to Red Lobster afterwards. There was a Shake Shack there. We had
What's Red Lobster? No, what? I'm going to sound stupid. What is Red Lobster?
Red Lobster is a chain that started in America. And their main gimmick or main selling point is literally lobster. They sell live lobsters, which I felt so horrible for the bugger that I got. I think I called him like Tom or something. Motherfucker got roasted, toasted every single way, and he came out red as a bitch, man. It's like he got put in a suntan booth, and they just left him in there for like a couple of days.
It's like The Simpsons where Homer gets that lobster. He's like, poor Pinchy, I wish he was still here. And he's like eating the lobster, squeezing lemon on top of it.
That's how I felt, Marvin. Honestly, I have to send you a picture of me like praying for his soul. He's right in front of me in this picture, and he's just like, I'm praying like this on the table, and he's cooked right in front of me. So yes, it's an American chain that serve seafood. Yeah. The main thing that they have there is the lobster. They obviously have like sides and stuff you can get as well. It was the first time I had lobster, and through my childhood, it's always been a thing that like lobster's really good. It's this, is that. Wow, it's gonna be great. It's just like it's not like super, like the upper echelon of the culinary stuff, but it's like just a bit below. I will say it was not worth it. It tasted good, but comparing to how people were saying, it's like, well, fucking brilliant. But this is kind of like, how many years ago people were saying it was like that, and it's probably has fell off. I think I did see a video where they're saying Red Lobster had fallen off, but I don't think that was because of the quality of the products. I think it's just the price. It was just getting too expensive. But
sounds a bit like
the lobster.
Nando's.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't even really want to go back to Nando's because of the price, and also because of like the ethics behind the company as well. That's why I'm just starting to do a lot with companies now. Is just look at the ethics, because like the world's a bit fucked. You can at least try and do your part, and by not supporting companies who support bad things is what I will say. But yeah, Red Lobster, it was. But it might be a different thing for other people, but on my food scale, it's like maybe like a 6 or 7 out of 10. It tastes nice. It tastes nice. Honestly, it does. Red lobster is quite sweet. It kind of, if I was going to compare it to something, it kind of reminds me of crab. Even though I have had crab fully, it kind of reminds me of the crab sticks. In terms of the sweetness, not the actual taste. Crab sticks. Don't put it anywhere near lobster. I'm just saying the sweetness of it.
So I just imagine this lobster, like the carcass, he's just full of crab sticks. You're just like, I paid $30 for
it is. We're bullshit.
With the red Thousand Island dressing sauce, and you're just like,
oh god,
great, $30 for this shit.
But
Sorry.
it was quite an experience. I actually got to pick up the lobster as well whilst it was alive, and also it just had it on like a plate. So I was just kind of like looking at this thing, thinking, "You're gonna get roasted. I'm gonna eat you." Or just like boiled and just slammed on a plate and just tortured in the back. But you know what, Tom? Tom, you were a worthy sacrifice, shall I say, for a first time first time lobster taster.
So
Again, I wouldn't go there. I think I'll go there once for an experience. If you wanted to go there as like a first time and never again, price was just ridiculous, and that was the main reason why it was such a big L on my girlfriend's part. Because she said she'll pay for it, and it's kind of like fuck, it wasn't even really that worth it. But that was the third day in a nutshell.
But then you did say previously, well, early in this podcast, be careful what chains you go to. And you went to an American chain in Japan, so it's a bit like. However, I do say this: when I go to American chains in other countries, I'm just like, does America even like the UK? Because we get such shit quality and such bad. Like you go to where did I go to Portugal? I was like, so I managed to go Burger King. I got wings. This will come up in the Portugal podcast coming in the future. Wings, a beer. The burger tasted better, and the chips, I got more chips. I was like, I just spent like £10, and if you go to the Burger King here in the UK, you wouldn't even get that. Not even close.
Yeah.
You would not get a beer. That's for sure.
No,
you get a beer cracked over your head.
Yeah, there's no way you get beer. That's actually a good point. They also had exclusive stuff in Japan. Again, I wasn't trying to eat fast food out there. Obviously, you want to taste the stuff that's natural to the, to the place that you're going, or what's traditional.
Yeah.
It was again, like you say, it is probably better for. Yeah, we get fuck all in the UK. It's because of regulations. It's because of regulations and also the imagination of the UK. I don't think it is very expensive.
Yeah. The thought of having, I'm still getting with the fact I could have a beer in peace and silence, no one causing a ruckus, no one trying to kill each other, no one saying it's racism or wokeness. I can actually just sit there with a beer and go, this is nice and relaxing.
Yeah.
What else is this? And then people using Burger King like it's a Weatherspoons.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I wouldn't recommend going there. They had Shake Shack out there, which we both looked at each other and thought we should have just fucking gone there. Because Shake Shack it's a really decent burger chain.
Yeah.
That's also American. Do smash burgers and whatever. But it just would have been a lot more worth it than getting like a lobster that's not exactly the most filling thing in the world and also costs just an extortionate price. The next day we went to a sky tower in Osaka. I think there is a couple of them out there. The one that we went to had like an open roof, but the day we went, it was sort of raining. Didn't ruin it all because the only bit that's like open, there's like probably like a little gap in the roof, and it's where you can take a picture against the glass or whatever. But it wasn't raining too bad. And it will make you realize how if you are into. I am a concrete jungle person, so I love cities.
Yeah.
If I go away for a getaway, it will either be by the beach or in a city.
Yeah.
Because of culture and also just the skylines that are so vast and different. Japan, it just looks so orderly, and there's no blaring horns like there is in New York when I went. It's just very all formal. You can see how everyone respects everyone in culture, just like the drive-in, how everything's all laid out. It's just, and even like the way that the city's laid out, it's very compact, but everything has its purpose. You know, it all fits in quite nice and tight. And I quite like that, even though it can seem quite claustrophobic. It's quite amazing how the infrastructure is made. And that's what I saw from the Sky Tower. They also had some, like a small art gallery there as well. I could send you some pictures. It was about a Japanese artist that went to the USA, but he specifically was in like the jazz and rhythm and blues scene. So a lot of his art had like black artists, which is really nice and refreshing to see. or people, or like black artists, like the musicians and stuff, and also other people as well who are big in the rhythm and blues and jazz circle at the
Fair
time.
enough.
I can't remember what time period it was, but it was really nice. And that was pretty much our day. That was our time in Osaka. We only
Cool.
had 3 or 4 days there. I would recommend Osaka, definitely, heavily, because of the amount of stuff that is around there and the stuff that's in the city. It is definitely a go-to place I would go. Yeah, and it's also that the next 2 cities I went to, Tokyo is probably the bigger part. Kyoto, we were only there for 2 days, and we only did some small activities, and I can go through that in less than half an hour if we don't have so many side tangents.
Look, we need side tangents. That is
Not so many.
that is the premise of this podcast. Right. We'll pause this, get ourselves ready for dinner, and then we'll do Kyoto, and then we'll then have to maybe do Tokyo another day. Yeah. Because I then don't want to edit over 83 hours worth of podcasts. You have to separate, obviously edit all this stuff out, separate Osaka, and we won't do a gaming bit for the other ones.
Yeah, no, we don't need to, because it'll be part and part.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh my God, they're still talking.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so we'll do Kyoto as a little episode by itself, and then we'll do Tokyo as an episode. Then we'll do Lisbon.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you right to cook dinner? Actually, let me stop recording. We don't need this bit.